happens. It's really, really, really neat. The next thing I want to talk about with you guys, there are 10 areas to set visions in our life. And these 10 areas are, for me, I remember Dr. Joe Dispenza, when he was on the show with me, he said, Monique, he goes, 10 areas. He goes, come on, that's a lot of areas for everybody to focus on. But yeah, I really think so. In order for us to be in balance in our lives, because I know for me, I can have one area be like way out of whack, and then the other areas are fine, or, it's like I'm doing so much contribution, but I'm not taking care of my finances, or I'm not, my relationships, or whatever it is. So to have a balanced life in these 10 areas, and I have you start each sentence. This is part of my workshop called "Oh hell, how did I get here, and what do I need to do to clean this up and prosper now?" Nice short name, of course. Yes. So this is part of this workshop, and it's all about the distractions that keep us from achieving our visions. So I have you start off. If you were to set 2 visions in each of these 10 areas, and you start off each sentence with "I see myself." I see myself, because that creates a picture in the mind, and you're seeing yourself literally achieving this particular area of your life. So the 10 areas are: how do you want to see yourself mentally? Meaning, do you want to see yourself reading Einstein's theory of relativity by the end of a month from now, or 2 months from now? Or I see myself catching negative thoughts and turning them around and showing me what it is I really want in my life. Okay, so mental is the first category. Physical. How do you want to see yourself physically? Spiritually. I see myself meditating 10 minutes in the morning and 10 minutes at night, or trying that exercise that Monique gave me, or what Mark's going to teach us to do. How do you want to see yourself spiritually? Career. How do you want to see yourself in your career? I see myself having a great night tonight, and Mark doing all kind of great things, and us having fun and dancing and having a great time. I see myself. So when I say that, I see you all of a sudden, you were following me and seeing us all dance together, right? And thinking, wow, that's kind of wild, but why not? So I see myself as really important. So mental, physical, spiritual, career, financial. I see myself working with venture capitalist, and bringing investors in for a new project with one of my clients. Or I see myself making regular deposits to an IRA, or I see myself saving X amount of dollars, or I see myself earning X amount of dollars a week, a month, etc. So we have mental, physical, spiritual, career, financial, fun. What are you going to do for fun? I see myself meeting with girlfriends once a week and having coffee together or lunch together. I see myself, I was actually looking into going to Bali yesterday. A friend of mine was telling me about Bali and Fiji, and I was like, God, I've never been there before. And he was describing it all to me, and I started to think about this whole thing, and then I started looking it up on the internet, and I was like, wow, that looks really, amazing. So it's one of my little adventures I'm thinking about. Fun, education. What are you going to do for education? How are you going to educate yourself? You need to educate yourself Quicken, or one of the editing, Final Cut Pro, what type of education would you like to see yourself doing? Mental, physical, spiritual, career, financial, fun, education, materially. Now this is a really important one. If you have clutter in your life, old clothes, papers, clutter, just clutter, it's an absolute block to prosperity. Hands down. If you want to create prosperity in your life, I always say to clients, go clean out a closet and tithe 10% of your earnings wherever you are spiritually fed. And it just has to be with ones whose philosophy that you agree with and who's uplifting and helping mankind. It can literally be a person at the coffee shop that you met for the day, and they said something that was uplifting to you, and you give them an extra 10. Or it could be you had a great massage, and the lady who gave them a great massage, you tip her some extra money. Or it can be to a religious denomination or somewhere where you get your spiritual food from. But tithing is crucial because what it does is it says to the universe, there's plenty of money, I'm keeping it in circulation, and it prepares for more money to come in. But when you go and clean out a closet and you go and clean out clutter, any papers, old clothes, it creates a vacuum in the universe, and then the universe is going to come and fill it up with something really great. So if you're wanting to create any type of prosperity in any area of your life and you have got clutter somewhere, go and get rid of it. Clean it out as fast as you can, donate it, get rid of it. If you think that one day I'm going to wear X and you haven't worn it in 5 years, chances are you're probably not going to be wearing it anytime soon. So let's get rid of that. Okay, so we mental, physical, spiritual, career, financial, fun, education, material, relationships. Now this could be the relationship with yourself, or relationship with a spouse, a friend. So I see myself having a great relationship with myself. I see myself really hearing my intuition and how my intuition is guiding me in what it is that I need to do next in my life. And really what next step I need to take. Or I see myself if you're married, having a great relationship with your spouse and planning a date night every week for you and your spouse. Or I see myself dating. If you need to start dating, whatever it is you see for yourself in the relationship area. And then finally, contribution. How are you going to give of your time to others? How are you going to contribute to benefit other people's lives? And that's really important. We all can give something somewhere to someone else along the way. And it's really important to take a look at how are you giving to the rest of the world. Even if it's simply your time, or giving some fruit to a neighbor, or helping a neighbor, or whatever it is, however you are able to contribute to the world.